application in our Linux operating system. And now we still use the Linux terminal. And okay, I will share my screen. Before I continue the course, do you have any problem with the previous week material? I think that in Telegram group cannot. You have a problem to install the Linux, right? So is it your problem is solved or not? Cannot. Sorry.
Yes, sir. It's already solved.
Okay. So yeah, how how did you solve the problem?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm just pressing all my keyboard and suddenly installed.
Hmm. So maybe you just press the random button in your keyboard, right? Then
Yeah,
you press the enter, maybe.
yeah,
So the
yeah.
installation process is coming up.
I spamming all my keyboard key, and I'm just suddenly installed the Ubuntu. So it's already solved, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So actually, I also have a problem. I also have a same problem with you, Kenneth. But I can scroll the window of the installation installation window. So I just scroll my mouse. Then yeah, it can be scrolled. And I found the next button. So actually, you have the same problem with me, but actually you cannot scroll the window, right? So
Yeah,
actually
I can't
it's
scroll
okay.
the window.
Yeah, it's okay. uh, you can finish the installation process. So okay, let's continue our course today. Okay, I will share my screen first, then okay. So yeah, we will learn about the software installation and text editor in Linux. So actually, text editor is very important when we use the Linux operating system, because when we interact with Linux terminal, so we will type a lot of command in terminal, right? So we can use the text editor to write our command. Then we can execute the command by using the terminal. So actually text editor is like, it's like the IDE for typing the command in the Linux operating system. Then we can just execute by using the terminal. Okay. Actually, when we use the Linux terminal, we only can write one command, right? Because we use the command line interface. We execute a command in one line. But when we have more than one line in our command, we can use the text editor. So we will discuss it later. Okay. Okay. Gilang hasn't joined. Yeah. Why Gilang has not joined? Zenhard.
I tried to chat him, but there's no response.
So yeah. Okay. It's okay. If we wait Gilang to join into this Zoom, so we will lose a lot of time, right? So it's okay if they join after this, and I also record this meeting, so maybe Gilang can watch our uh, Zoom class after this. Okay. Yeah, we review about the Linux operating system that we have learned before, that Linux operating system has advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages of Linux is free, it's open source, and we don't have to pay to use Linux operating system. And the Linux community is very active and helpful. So if we have a problem to use Linux operating system, we can just search on the Google the problem that we face. Then there are a lot of solutions, there are a lot of discussion in there. And the disadvantages of Linux operating systems, like I was mentioning before, the installation process is not automatic like Windows. So actually in Windows, you can just double click on the file, on the installation file, then you can just press the next button, then until you finish, right? So in Linux operating system, we don't use the same process like Windows. So we will use the terminal to install the application. And then there is another disadvantages of Linux operating system. We have to configure the hardware manually. Okay, if we have a hardware that's still not supported by Linux operating system, so we need to configure the driver manually. But actually, we don't discuss about the configuration of the hardware today. We're just focusing on the installation process in Linux operating system. Yeah, this is the comparison between Windows operating system and Linux operating system in terms of installation process. So in Windows, you can just double click the setup, then next button, then finish. But actually in Linux, you can do that. Before we go through about the Linux operating system software installation. So before that, we have to discuss package management on Linux first. So what is package management? I will explain you in a second. Okay, package management is a collection of tools to automate the install, upgrade, configuration, or uninstall process of a software. And package management in the Linux family is apt-get. So what does it mean? So before we install the software, so actually our operating system, Linux will check the requirement to install that application. So actually, before we install the software, the Linux operating system will check the compatibility of that software before we install it. So we call it as a package management. Package management actually will check the requirement, the support from the software that we will to install. And apt-get find, the function is find the dependencies needed by a software or application. So for example, I give an analogy. If you want to install the game, so actually in Linux operating system, you cannot play the Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, right? Yeah, it's just an analogy. When you want to install the Pro Evolution Soccer or PES 2020, the application has a minimum requirement of 2 GB NVIDIA VGA. So apt-get will automatically check whether these requirements already exist or not. So actually, if you want to install the application before you install the application in Linux, then the Linux operating system will check the requirement first, right? But actually, like I was mentioned before, we will not install the PES 2020 game. So actually, because the PES 2020 game is not supported in Linux operating system, right? I just give you an analogy. Actually, apt-get is the front end of package management, while the back end is dpkg. apt-get is a command for checking the requirement, and dpkg command is for installing the software in Linux operating system. But if you type the apt-get to install the application, so the dpkg also is a sub command of the apt-get. So when you just typing the apt-get, then the terminal also execute the dpkg. Yeah, dpkg just does the install, and apt-get looks for dependencies. Yeah, when you want to install the application in an operating system, you can just type apt-get install, then the name of the application. Then you press the enter button in your keyboard. Then the terminal will execute the dpkg command after that. Okay, I will give you an example after this. Okay, so for installation, we will use one case study for installing sticky notes. Sticky notes is just application for remind you, or you can use this application for give the note into your desktop in your Linux operating system. So we will install the sticky notes application in our Linux operating system. So before we install the sticky notes, we need to update the Linux repository, especially after you finish installing the Linux OS for the first time, so that the Linux OS works optimally. So actually, before we install the application in our operating system, so yeah, I recommend you to update the Linux repository first. Then we can just use this command sudo apt-get update. You know, remember that when we use this command, apt-get, we have to be the administrator for our operating system, right? So the sudo command is for changing or for switching the user into administrator or root user, right? So yeah, I will open my Ubuntu first. Okay. You can also try to open your Ubuntu operating system. Then you can just type this command sudo apt-get update. So actually it will update the dependencies. So I will explain to you in a second how there are some command for the updating the dependencies in our Linux operating system. So actually you can just type this command first sudo apt-get update. Okay. Okay, so let me open my Ubuntu first. Yeah, after you type this command, you will see your terminal like this. So actually, the Linux operating system will update the dependencies. Dependencies not actually update the Linux operating system, but only update the dependencies. So actually, the update command is just for see what is the newest package. What is the newest package in our Linux operating system? We can just list. We can just list uh, the newest packages in our Linux operating system, but not install that newest packages. Okay, please remember that apt-get update is just for getting the information. What is the newest package available in Ubuntu repository? Not install the newest packages in our Ubuntu operating system. Just for getting the information, the newest packages, what are the newest packages available in Linux operating system, what are the newest packages in Ubuntu repository, but we will not install that newest packages. We can just get the information. Okay, you need to remember that. So the second command is sudo apt-get upgrade. So actually, after you get the information about the newest packages in Ubuntu operating system, you need to type this command sudo apt-get upgrade. Yeah, it's it is different command, update and upgrade. Upgrade is installing the newest packages that you get the information from previous command. So update just for getting the list of newest packages. Upgrade is install that newest packages. Okay. And the third command is sudo apt-get this upgrade. Okay, what is the this command function? So actually, this upgrade is for sorry. This upgrade, the differences is like this. Upgrade is used to install the newest version of all packages currently installed on the system from the sources enumerated in etc apt sources list. And this upgrade, in addition to performing the function of upgrade, also intelligently handles changing dependencies with new version of packages. So actually, there are some application in Ubuntu repository that change their dependencies. Okay, then we will use this upgrade to install the software that has a new dependencies. Okay, I will give you an analogy like this one. You have a smartphone, right? You have a smartphone and maybe you use the Android operating system. Then you use Google Play Store to install the application, right? So when you open the Google Play Store, then you go to the menu or menu My Apps, then you will get the information that there are some application that has update, right? So actually you type this command sudo apt-get update. You only get the information, the newest available update in your application, right? Then maybe in your smartphone, then you press the update button in your application. So actually we will type this command upgrade, right? And the last one is this upgrade. So actually maybe there are some application in Android operating system that has a new dependencies. So what is the new dependencies? So actually that application is not available, is not available again in the Play Store, but you need to install it manually. So maybe you download the APK from the from the Google, then you install it manually. So actually this upgrade is not available in the Google Play Store because maybe there are some application that has the newer dependencies, then we will install it manually. Okay, I will give you an example after this, after I open my Ubuntu operating system. Okay. Okay. We wait until my Ubuntu operating system active, and I will open the terminal after this. So actually there are three commands for installing the application. I'm sorry, for updating the Linux operating system. So the first one is sudo apt-get update. Then the second one is apt-get upgrade, and the last one is apt-get this upgrade. This dash upgrade. So actually, this dash upgrade, you will install the application that no longer available in Ubuntu repository. So you need to install it manually. You need to find the dependencies manually. So because when we install the application in Ubuntu operating system, Ubuntu operating system has a repository. It's like Google Play Store, right? So you will install the application from the Ubuntu repository. But actually you need to use this command, this dash upgrade, for the application that is no longer available in Ubuntu operating system. So the terminal will check will check the newest dependencies in Ubuntu repository. Yeah. So actually, yeah, it's a little bit complicated to to explain, but actually this upgrade, this upgrade is not the application that you want to install, the package that you want to install to upgrade in your operating system is not currently available again. It's no longer available in Ubuntu repository. Okay, I will explain you in a second. Okay, I will open my terminal first. Wait a minute. Okay, I will take a break just 5 minutes. Okay, until my Ubuntu operating system is run smoothly. Okay, so I already opened the terminal in my Ubuntu operating system. So I want to get the newest packages information from the Ubuntu repository. So I will type the sudo apt-get update. So actually, it's not the install the newest packages, right? Just get the newest packages information in from Ubuntu repository. So wait a minute. Yeah, it's a little bit slow in my computer. Okay, I will type my password. Okay, okay. So as you can see, it get the information. It get the information about the newest packages available from the Ubuntu repository, right? So id.archive.ubuntu.com Ubuntu is the link for getting the newest packages from Ubuntu repository, right? So because we are in Indonesia, so we will get the repository from Indonesia region. So actually ID it's Indonesia, right? Then yeah, as you can see right here, there are some newest packages inside my Ubuntu operating system. Senial in release, Senial updates in release. I don't know what is the function of each packages. So actually it's just, yeah, we get the information that there are some new packages available from the Ubuntu repository, right? So the second one, I want to install the newest packages. So I will use the apt-get upgrade. So it will upgrade. Wait a minute. Unable to acquire the DPK key from unlock isn't okay. Wait a minute. Unable to acquire the DPK key from unlock. Okay, I will find the solution from this problem. So I just copy this. Wait, I will open the Google, then I will find the solution why we cannot use the upgrade command. So I also opening my browser, unable to acquire the DPK key from end. Okay, maybe I will close this terminal first, then I will execute this command again. Yeah, it's very slow in my computer, right? So yeah, it's okay. We will retype this command again. Yeah. Okay, while we waiting the terminal to close, then I will open the terminal again. Okay, I will type the sudo apt-get upgrade. Cannot get locked. Yeah, it's still same problem. Unable to acquire the DPK from N, blah blah blah. It's another process using it. Okay. Wait. Okay. I found one solution from the browser that we can just type this command first. Sudo kill 8808. Okay. Yeah, still has the same problem. Wait a minute. Okay, type this command first. Yeah, it's okay if we have a problem when we use the terminal, so we can just open the browser to find the solution, right? So actually I ever face the same problem, but actually I forget to solve this problem. So actually in the previous semester I also have the same problem like this, but I forgot how to solve it. So yeah, it's okay if you forget, as long as you have internet connection and you can open the browser to find the solution, right? So yeah, key lock. So yeah, this is one solution. Sudo there are rm. Okay, I will do it again. Okay, still not work. So sudo rm varlib tpk key. Okay, wait a minute. I will show to you the the solution. So I get this solution from phoenixmap.com. Then yeah, we need to run these 3 commands. Yeah, because I already run the first command, but actually I have not run the second command. So I will run the second command, sudo sudo rm var lib apt list log. Okay, again the third command is sudo rm var cache apt archive log. Okay, still not work, right? Okay, so I will type the next command, sudo dpk key dash configure dash a. Okay, this okay, still no problem. Sudo kill yes 9 process id. Process id actually is the name of the process, right? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, sudo var lib dpk key log front end. Okay, still have a same problem, right? Will run the sudo apt dash get update again. Okay, so actually when you run this command, you have to make sure that you have internet connection, right? So because when we update the package from Ubuntu repository, it's required the internet connection, right? Okay, while we waiting okay, it's finished, then I will run this step again. Yeah, it's work, right? So actually I have the solution. So after we run this command, after we run these 3 commands, actually it's work after we execute these 3 commands, but I forgot to run the sudo apt dash get update again. Okay, don't worry, I will copy this solution to chat box. So maybe you facing a same problem, so you can just open this link, then follow the solution. So actually if you have a same problem with me, so you need to run these 3 commands, then you need to re-execute the sudo apt-get update. Then after that, you need to execute the sudo apt-get upgrade, right? Yeah, as long as we have internet connection, so we can find the solution from the internet, right? Okay, yeah, it's okay. We will wait until the upgrading process is finished. I don't know how long this upgrading process will finish. It depends in our internet connection. So yeah, while we're waiting the upgrading process, we can just continue the slide. Okay. Okay. The case study, like I was mentioning before, we will install these sticky notes, right? So sticky notes is an application. So actually it's an application for, yeah, noting the you can type the note in your desktop background, right, in Ubuntu operating system. So actually sticky notes is not available in Ubuntu repository. Then we need to add the repository. So actually, yeah, like I was mentioning before, there are some application that is not available in Ubuntu repository. So we can just say that third-party application, because we don't have the repository, we don't have the installation files in Ubuntu repository, we need to configure the repository manually. So you need to type this command for sudo add -apt -repository ppa developer ppa / ppa name. Okay, this is the command for adding the repository for installing the sticky notes. Okay, then after that, after you add this command, after you execute this command, wait a minute, it is developer ppa / ppa name. So the developer of the sticky notes is this one. This one is the repository of the sticky notes. This one. Type command sudo add -apt -repository ppa umang /indicator sticky notes. So maybe this one is the developer of the sticky notes. So we need to configure it manually because sticky notes is not available in Ubuntu repository. Yeah, it's for example, maybe in the last 3 years in our country doesn't has in Google Play Store doesn't have Netflix, right? I don't know when the Netflix is come to our country, Indonesia. So actually, for my opinion, I know that Netflix is not available in Indonesia maybe 5 years ago, but Netflix is available in USA, right? In the United States. So we don't have the application, we don't have Netflix in our Google Play Store in Indonesia region. Then we need to add the US region in our Google Play Store. Yeah, it's just an analogy. When you install the application that is not currently available in our repository in our region, so we need to add the repository manually. So this one, because sticky notes is not available in our Ubuntu repository, so we need to add the link of the repository manually. So actually, this command is for adding the repository that refer to the developer of the sticky notes. Yeah. PPA Umang indicator sticky notes. Yeah. This one is the repository for getting the installation file of sticky notes, right? Wait, I will see. Yeah, the upgrading process is still. Yeah, I don't know when this upgrading process is finished. Yeah, I was just can waiting this process. Okay, like this one, if I type this command sudo add apt blah blah blah, then it will install the sticky notes, right? But there are some application that is currently available in Ubuntu repository. So you don't need to type this command. Yeah, for example, I know that Google Chrome is currently available in Ubuntu repository. So if I want to install the Google Chrome by using the terminal, so we don't need to type this command. So we can just type this command. Wait, yeah, because the install and the upgrading process is now still not finished in my Ubuntu. So I just give you an example. The command by using my notepad. Then if you want to install the application that is currently available in Ubuntu repository, for example, I want to install the Chromium browser. The Chromium browser is currently available in Ubuntu repository. So I will type this command. I only type this command: sudo apt-get install, then the name of application, like this one. So because I want to install the Chromium browser, so I just type this command: sudo apt-get install Chromium browser, like this one. Because the Chromium browser is currently available in Ubuntu repository. But if we want to install the sticky notes, like I was mentioning before, sticky notes is not currently available in Ubuntu repository. So we need to add the repository first. So we need to type this command: sudo add apt repository, then ppa colon, then space the name of the developer, like this one. PPA Umang indicator sticky notes. So you need to add the repository first, right? Like this one, PPA indicator sticky notes. Like this one. Because the sticky notes is not currently available in Ubuntu repository. So this one is for installing the sticky notes, and this one is for installing the Chromium browser. But there are a lot of application in Ubuntu repository, right? So when you can just search on Google when you want to install some application or some packages in your Ubuntu operating system. You can just you can just search on the Google the name of the application. But actually, this one sudo apt-get install is for installing the application. Okay. Wait a minute. Because like I was mentioning before, sticky notes is not currently available in Ubuntu repository. So there are two steps here. And the second step is for installing the sticky notes, like this one. Wait, I will move to the next slide. Like this one. So after you add the repository, you need to execute the apt-get install and the name of the application. Sticky notes. Sticky notes. When the application is currently available in Ubuntu repository, we can just need one step to install the application. But if not currently available in Ubuntu repository, we need two steps. The first step is for adding the dependencies on the repository. Then the second step is for installing the application. But this one is for installing the application. This step, right? So to apt-get install the name of the application. Okay, we will move to the next slide. I want to see the installation process, the upgrading process of my Ubuntu operating system. Wait a minute. It's my fault to execute this command, because actually there are we need a long time to install to upgrade the Ubuntu, right? Yeah, it's okay. We will waiting until the upgrading process finish. Okay, we will move on to the next slide. Then after you finish install the sticky notes, you will find the application. Yeah, you can just press the application icon in your Ubuntu. Then you will find the indicator sticky notes is already installed in your Ubuntu operating system. Okay, what about uninstall the software? Yeah, there are two types of installation process. There are two types command for uninstalling application in Ubuntu operating system. And the first one is sudo apt-get remove software name. So if you want to uninstall the application, the software, but you need to keep its software configuration. So you need to run this command. But the second command is for uninstall the software along with the software configuration. So you want also remove the configuration of your software. So you can just type this command sudo apt-get purge, then the software name. So for example, I want to uninstall the Chromium browser because I already installed the Chromium browser. Then I want to uninstall it. Then I can just type this command: uninstall the Chromium browser. One. I want to uninstall along with its configuration. So I will type this command sudo apt-get. I'm sorry. Sudo apt-get purge, apt-get space purge, then the name of the like this one. So if we want to uninstall, to remove the application along with its configuration, so we can just type this command. But if you want to keep the configuration of the application, maybe you think that in the future I want to use again this application, so I don't want to remove the configuration. So you can just type this command sudo apt-get remove. Okay. Okay, we will see the updating process. Wait a minute. The updating process is finished. So, okay, I will install the. So, for example, I want to install another application, not sticky notes. I want to install the Chromium browser, right? So, wait a minute. I will check the name of the Chromium browser. Wait. A minute. Okay. I will give you an example how to install the Chromium browser, not sticky notes. So you can try by yourself after this class to install the sticky notes. But actually, I will show you how to install the Chromium browser. So actually, there is no Chromium browser in my Ubuntu, right? There is only Firefox web browser. So I want to install the Chromium browser. So the installation process, the installation command require an administrator, right? So I will type the sudo first, right? But actually, if you already in root user like this one, sudo su is for, it's for switching the user to root user, like this one. If you already in a root user mode, so you don't need to type the sudo command again, right? Yeah, because I already as a root user, so I just type this command apt-get install the Chromium browser, like this one. Okay, then the installation process will start. Yes, you can see this is the, the speed of my internet connection to download the Google Chrome, right? Yeah, it require, yeah, it's the size of the installation file is around 76.7 megabytes. So yeah, we will wait until the installation process is done. Yeah, it require around 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, we will wait until the installation process finished. Okay. Maybe any question from you? No question? Yeah, we will wait until the installation process finished, because after this we will discuss about how to use the text editor in Linux, right? Actually, I can also open two terminal in this at the same time, but yeah, I don't want it. I don't want to open two terminal in my Ubuntu operating system. So yeah, I don't want you to confuse, because we are running two process. Yeah, I will wait until the installation process finished, then we will move to use the text editor in Linux, right? If you have any question, feel free to ask me. If possible, you can also try in your Ubuntu operating system, but yeah, I don't recommend to open the VirtualBox with the Zoom call like this. Like you see that in my computer, yeah, it's a little bit slow to run this operating system, but it's okay as long as you can understand what I explained to you. Okay. Actually, you can also see the score of your NTS in this operating system course. I will show to you after this class. I will share the recap of the score in our course today after this class, so you can see your score. Then I will upload the score in my Ubaya maybe in this afternoon. Yeah, you can just wait. If you have any complaint about your score, yeah, you can tell me until maybe until the end of this week, until Friday. If you have any complaint, then yeah, you can just tell me that why you get that score. So actually in midterm exam, yeah, you have a good score in practice section. Yeah, in practice section, I see the video that you have created. Yeah, it's okay. All of you can run the all of you can run the simulation perfectly. So yeah, you will see the score after this class. Okay, 13 seconds left. 11 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, it's still unpacking the package. Yeah, we'll wait until the installation process finish. Yeah, it depends on our internet connection, right? So because I also use my internet connection for Zoom call, so the installation process takes a long time. It's okay. 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 The installation process is finished. Then I want to open the Chromium browser. Chromium web browser. Chromium web browser is different with Google Chrome, right? So you can see the icon is not in Google the color is red, yellow, and blue, but in Chromium browser all the color is blue, right? It's different with Google Chrome. But actually it has a same function, yes, as a web browser. As you can see like here, the Chromium browser is already installed in my Ubuntu operating system, right? So you can use it. But maybe you think that why we don't use the Google Chrome from the Google. So actually you can also, right, you can also uh, download the Google Chrome or Ubuntu like this one, right? Where we should use the terminal. So actually you can also install the Google Chrome by not using the terminal. It's like Windows, double click then finish. But not all application in Ubuntu operating system can do that. So if we install the application by using the terminal, all of the application in Ubuntu in Linux operating system can be installed by using the terminal. But there are some application that can be installed by double clicking the executable file, right? But not all application. And most application in Ubuntu in Linux will use the terminal to install it. So yeah, you can try by yourself to install the Google Chrome by using the executable file in Ubuntu. After this class, you can just try by yourself. But actually, you can do that. You can install without the terminal. But I recommend you to use terminal because most application in Ubuntu in Linux is can be installed by using the terminal, right? Okay, we will move on to the next slide. Yeah, we will discuss about the text editor. Text editor, it's like, when you use the Windows operating system, you have Notepad, you have Notepad++, you have Sublime and something like that. But actually in Ubuntu, there are also application for, it's like a Notepad++. You can install Notepad++, you can install the Sublime and something like that. You can also install the Dreamweaver in Ubuntu, but actually we can use the terminal as a text editor, right? We can use terminal as a text editor. So we don't need to open a third-party application outside the terminal. We can use the terminal as a text editor. But you need to install some application. You need to install the package for enabling your terminal as a text editor. So the first package for the text editor is Vim. Vim is similar to the above application, but runs on the console or terminal, like I was mentioning before. We don't need to open another application outside the terminal. We can just use terminal as a text editor. Yeah, Vim stands for vimprove, released in 1991. Vim is a clone of the V editor by adding new features. The advantages of a film, it uses less memory or RAM and it's more cool, feels like a real program, right? By default, Vim is available when we install the Linux operating system. If not, then type the command sudo apt-get install Vim. From my experience, Vim is already installed in Ubuntu operating system, so we don't need to type this command, right? So, for example, we want to create a txt files and we name it as a learning vim.txt in the documents directory. So I will show to you how to use the vim. Okay, we move back to the terminal. Then yeah, I will clear the screen of my terminal. So actually, I currently on the home now file directory, right? So I will see the list of files or folder in my home now file directory. Then I see that there is a documents directory, right? So I want to move to the documents directory, like this one. Yeah. If you see my video in previous week, you will see and you will understand how to use the terminal for the yeah for the it's like a file explorer, right? See the documents. Now I currently on the documents directory. Then I want to create a text file inside the document directory. So I will name it as a learning film.txt like this one. So I will create a text file inside my documents directory. Okay. Okay. So actually in my Ubuntu operating system is not already installed the Vim packages, right? So yeah, maybe I try not in Ubuntu version 16, right? Yeah, it's okay. We can just install the Vim sudo apt-get install Vim. Install Vim, enter. Okay, yes. Yeah, we wait until the installation process finish. So you cannot open Vim outside the terminal. Yeah, you can use Vim inside the terminal, not outside the terminal. So you will enabling your terminal as a text editor, but you need to install Vim package first. Okay. Okay. The installation process is finished. Then I can just run this command again. Vim learning vim.txt. Okay, as you can see right here, we have a Vim editor inside the terminal, right? So you can just type the command inside this Vim editor. Hi, I am learning Vim, like this one. So how to save this file? So we will move on to the next slide. Okay. Okay. To start writing, type I and try writing hi, I'm learning Vim. To save the file, you can just press the escape button, then type :W. :W. Yeah, it's very hard, yeah, right? Why we don't use the Notepad++, right? So actually, yeah, you need to know that there is an application, there is a package inside the terminal as a text editor. Okay, because as like I was mentioning before, if you have a computer server running on Linux operating system, maybe you don't have a GUI for your operating system. It's just a terminal. So all of operation in your operating system is you can just run the command by only using the terminal, right? You can just administrate your operating system only use the terminal, right? So we need to run some packages inside the terminal. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Before I type the I edit this file. I need to wait a minute. I need to press the I button first, right? Start writing, type I and try writing hi, I'm learning film, right? So I will type the I button first. Wait a minute. Hi, I am learning film. Then press escape. Then colon W. Yeah, colon W. It means write the files, right? Okay. Then I will exit to back again to the terminal. Okay. So maybe in the okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's very slow in my computer. Yeah, W key, colon key is for quit, and back again to our terminal user interface. So I want to check is my learning film.txt files is already in my document directory. So I can just type ls. As you can see right here, we have a learning film.txt files inside our document directory, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the next slide. And there is also another package for text editor in terminal. We can use Nano. Nano is like a film, but actually Nano is simpler and easier to use. If the changes to a file are small, it is faster to use Nano to modify than film. By default, Nano is available when we install the Linux operating system. If not, then type the command sudo apt-get install Nano. Yeah, we will edit the learning film.txt by using the Nano packages. Yeah, we will edit the learning film.txt file that we created earlier. However, we want the file to still exist. So how to do that? So yeah, we can just duplicate the learning film.txt file to learn nano.txt and open the file with the command nano.txt. Add the sentence, I also learn nano. Save the changes. Okay. I want to ask you, what is the command for copying the files using the terminal? Do you remember it? The command for copying the files.
Is it CP, sir?
CP, okay, we will try it. CP learning film.txt space learning nano.txt. Yeah, right. Thank you. Who is it? Kenneth? Sorry, or is it not?
Me, sir.
Oh,
Gabriel.
okay, Gabriel. Yeah, thank you, Gabriel. Yeah, so we already copied the learning film.txt and we have another files, learning nano, but actually learning nano is still same with learning film.txt, but we will edit the learning nano.txt by using the nano editor. So we can just type the nano learning nano.txt. Yeah. Hi, I'm learning film. Then we will add a new lines right here. I also learning the nano. Okay. Then as you can see right here, Wait a minute. Okay, as you can see right here, if we want to save the files, so we can just see in the bottom of the terminal. Yeah, you can just use Ctrl X to exit, then Ctrl O to write out. So actually Ctrl O is for saving the file. So you can just press the Ctrl then O. Okay, file name to write learning nano.txt, then press enter button. Okay, then I want to exit and back again to the terminal. So exit is Ctrl X. So I will press the Ctrl button and hold it and press X. As you can see right here, I move back to the terminal. But I want to open the learning nano.txt by using the Vim editor. So how to do that? So just Vim learning nano.txt like this one. As you can see right here, we have two lines. I am learning Vim, and I also learning nano. And wait, yeah, because Vim is more complicated than nano, right? So if we want to back to the terminal, we have to press the escape button, then type the colon Q with, okay, like this one. So yeah, it depends on you. If you are really comfortable to use the nano, you can use nano. If you comfortable to use Vim, yeah, you can just use Vim. But if you feel not comfortable to use Ubuntu operating system, so you don't need to take this course, right? So actually, yeah, it's this course is very important to you because, like I was mentioning before, a lot of computer server is running Linux operating system, right? So if you buy maybe virtual private server and you need you buy a virtual private server with a free license of the operating system, yeah, exactly, we will use the Linux operating system because it's free license, right? So we don't need to pay to use it. So you will get a cheaper price for for buying the virtual private server that use the Linux operating system than the Windows operating system, right? Yeah. Okay, nano, and this one is nano, yeah. Yeah, any question? If you have any question, feel free to ask me. Yeah, today we just actually we just focusing how to install the application in Linux operating system. So you can try by yourself after this class. I will share the video after this. So actually, yeah, I know that there are some computer in my student. There are some computer of my students that uh, have a problem to run the virtual box along with the Zoom call, right? So because it require a huge memory, and in my general class, in my regular class of operating system, yeah, there are a lot of my students that have a problem to run the virtual box along with the Zoom call. So it's okay if you have not tried right now, you can try after this class. And if you have any problem, if you have any question, you can ask to me. So like Kenneth, right? Kenneth has a problem, then he share the problem in Telegram group, and Zenhard also comment the problem of the Kenneth. Yeah, I really happy to see that we have a communication in our Telegram group. So we can share the problem, we can also share the solution in the Telegram group, right? So actually, if you really interested to install the Ubuntu operating system, not using the virtual box, right? So you can also install the Ubuntu operating system with the dual boot process, right? So you in your computer you have a true operating system that run independently. So if we use dual boot, then you have operating system and you have a true operating system that run independently. So it does not require a huge memory when you run the operating system, right? So because we only run one operating system in one time, right? At not two operating system at the same time, right? Okay, do you have any problem? Okay, if you don't have any problem, you can try by yourself after this class. Then if you find any problem after this class, I really happy to ask your question in the Telegram group. You can just uh, ask to me and I will discuss in our Telegram group, right? Okay, thank you for your attention. I will end this class. We will meet again in the next week. Then we will discuss about the Linux operating system as a computer server. So we will install some application that act as a application server. So we can use our operating system as a server, right? So we will install some application that run as a server. Okay, thank you for the attention. We will meet again in next week. I will end this meeting. Okay, thank you. Good morning.